This is the real reason you haven't done your first flip. Let me tell you about a guy named Carl. Carl makes good money. He's a smart dude, corporate job, knows how to run meetings, knows how to hit all of his targets at work. Carl has been getting into real estate for about 14 months now. Carl has not closed a deal. Carl's not dumb. Carl's not broke. Carl isn't lazy. So what's actually going on? Because if intelligence was a requirement, Carl will already be winning. My name is Ron Woods. I'm a real estate investor and coach. Over the last 10 years, I've flipped over 500 properties. Let's get into this. So who Carl really is. Carl watches real estate videos every day. He knows all the terms. He's looked at properties online. He's driven through neighborhoods just checking things out. He's talked to a contractor once or twice. He has told himself, this is the year I start. Carl feels close, but close does not pay. And this is where most smart professionals get stuck. And the real problem, and it's not knowledge, is Carl, he thinks his problem is, he says, I need more confidence. I need a better deal. I need the market to get better. I need a bigger safety margin. I just need to feel more certain. That probably sounds more responsible. But here's the truth. Carl doesn't have a knowledge problem. He's got a structure problem. And when a smart person doesn't have structure, they default to what? Analysis. And here's what that looks like. You sit down at night. You look at a house. You estimate how much money it will cost to fix up. You estimate what it could sell for after it's renovated. You adjust the repair value. You adjust the sell price. You tweak it again and again. Then you close your laptop and say, I'll look at it again tomorrow. Here's what that sounds like. I'm just being careful. I don't want to rush. It's close, but it's not perfect. On the surface, it sounds like it's smart, but underneath, that is hesitation. Because thinking feels productive. But thinking without action is just fear dressed up as preparation. Carl says he wants confidence, but confidence doesn't come from studying. It comes from repetition, from making offers, from hearing those no's, from adjusting your numbers, learning while you're doing it. Instead, Carl protects himself. He protects his money. He protects his ego. He protects his identity, as a smart one. And without realizing it, he built a habit. Delay dressed up as discipline. Why this keeps happening? When you don't have a rule for how many offers you make each day, a steady way to find properties, clear buying standards, a system to track your progress, every deal feels like it's a lot because it feels like it's your only shot. And when it feels like it's your only shot, you hesitate. You stretch the numbers. You freeze or you walk away from a really good deal. That's not a confidence issue. That's not a market issue. That's not a knowledge issue. That is a structure issue. Smart people overthink when they don't have systems because their brain has nothing solid to lock onto. Most investors don't move when they feel certain. They move when the numbers say go. Here's the fix. Here's what Carl should do. If Carl was serious, here's what changes immediately with Carl. No more studying, bro. Structure. Set a weekly offer standard. Decide ahead of time, I will make 5 offers every single day. I'll make 3 offers every single day. Not 5 perfect offers, 5 serious, dedicated offers. That forces action. It forces you to look at enough properties, to run enough numbers, to talk to enough sellers. Now, it's not, do I feel good about this? It's, does this property meet my standards? That shift will remove emotion. Number 2, build one consistent way to find properties, not 10 strategies. One. That might mean driving through neighborhoods looking for houses that need work. It might mean calling homeowners who want to sell. or sending letters to people who own older property, or working with people who specialize in off-market deals. But the key is consistency. Trying to flip houses without a steady way to find properties is like trying to catch fish without a fishing pole. You're standing by the lake hoping something just jumps into your lap, while the pros are just reeling the fish in all day long. Consistency is your fishing pole. Track every property you analyze. Know your numbers, not just the deal numbers, your activity numbers. How many houses did you look at this week? How many did you analyze? How many did you send offers in on? How many were rejected? How many were countered? See, when you track it, you remove emotion. You start to see patterns. You realize, oh, I need to look at 20 houses to make 5 offers. And then I need 10 offers to get 1 accepted. Now it's math. It's not guessing. Number 4, decide your rules before you see a deal. Most beginners fall in love with a house first. Then they decide what they're willing to pay. That's backwards. You decide the numbers first, set your standards, and that's what you will buy on. What's my price range? What's my minimum profit do I require? How much risk am I willing to take? Then when a deal shows up, you don't debate yourself. You compare it to the rules you set. If it fits, you move forward. If it doesn't, you walk away. No drama, no stretching the numbers, no trying to convince yourself. See, structure removes negotiation with yourself. And self-negotiation is where deals go bad. What changes when you build your structure? Here's what changes. When you have a daily or weekly offer goal, a steady flow of opportunities, clear numbers, define buying criteria, you stop chasing deals. You start choosing them. You don't panic because another one's coming. You don't freeze because you don't know your process. You don't overthink because your rules are not clear. That's when this stops feeling risky and starts feeling professional. And here's the identity shift for Carl. Carl doesn't need another video. Carl needs to decide who he is. Is he a student or is he an operator? Students collect information. Operators collect contracts. If this hit a nerve with you good, it means you're ready. So if you're serious about flipping houses and don't want to spend the next year almost starting, book a call. We'll get on for about 15 minutes. I'll look at where you are. We'll break down what's missing, and I'll tell you your next step. I'll see you in the next video.